Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Max and Nicky 1000th Time Reactions,
where we react to a song after listening to it for our 1000th time.
We release 3 videos a day,
every day.
So please hit that subscribe button
and ding that post notification bell
so you don't miss out on any of our content. What are we going to listen to right now, Nicky?
We're going to listen to School's Out by Alice Cooper. Which is kind of the opposite of right now. You know, the school year is just kind of getting started.
Yeah. But, you know, to get you back into that mood of being free for the summer, let's listen to School's Out. If you're new to the channel, what we like to do here is listen to the song all the way through without stopping, so as not to disrupt the intention of the artist. And then afterwards, we'll talk about our reaction, talk about some in-depth analysis of the song, and maybe some of the history about the song if we should know it.
We'd like to mention also, like we usually do, that we have another YouTube channel called Max and Nicky, on which we perform oldies, tunes, jazz standards, and originals in that vein.
And we got comedy videos on there as well. But for right now, let's take a listen to School's Out by Alice Cooper.
For our 1000th time.
Here we go.
It's a cool ending, you know?
It's a cool ending that I feel like you kind of rarely hear that at the end of on a radio play of this song, actually. Probably because they want to kind of either transition maybe a little bit better, or it's always just, the DJ's probably always coming in at the time.
This is kind of like an anthem for teenagers in the 70s,
I will always probably forever associate this song with Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. The movie Dazed.
And it really does make you feel, whenever you watch that movie and when you watch, even though we didn't grow up in the late 70s, it's still, you always still have that feeling of, everyone's throwing everything out of their lockers and onto in the hallways, and this song is playing. It makes you feel like, oh, thank God, let's get to the summer.
Sure, yeah, makes you long for the days of summer here in October.
Sure, but nowadays it's like, when you don't have school anymore, you just every day you have to work.
Every day sucks. No, just kidding.
Right. No, it's just you don't ever have that feeling again. Just you can let it all go. You can just kind of not have to think about anything for a few months.
What's interesting about this song is there's 3 guitars going on. There's one in the left ear, one in the right ear, and there's the middle. There's a guitar in the middle that's like kind of more the lead guitar. There's like 2 rhythm guitars.
I love that lead guitar. My favorite part of this song is not the kind of grittier.
My favorite part.
It's that part that goes, "No more pencils." Or pencils.
That's my favorite part
I like
too.
that. It has this kind of, a little bit more brighter sound to it, but yet there's still this edge to it that, because you're anticipating when it gets back into, not only there's this anticipation, but there's this, I don't know, there's just something about it that has an edge. Part of it is that while that's happening, there is the lead guitar still playing this note is still ringing out during that whole time. This distorted guitar, and that's really cool.
Well, what's also really cool is that the sound of his lead vocals change on that part. It almost sounds like he's going through the PA. Going throughout the school.
That's good analysis there, Nick. I never even thought about.
We did say we were going to an in-depth analysis.
I did. Of course, I did recognize that they EQ'd it, and that has become.
Yeah, they take out a lot of the low end and probably high end too.
Some of the high end, yeah, but it becomes this, like as if it's going through a speaker kind of a thing,
like a PA going throughout the school.
Yeah, no, I got that, but that's become kind of a staple in rock music, especially you heard it a lot in the early 2000s. A lot of bands would do that. The Strokes and a few other bands were, I think even. You maybe just want to cut this part out, actually.
Darn.
Come on. Stop it. Okay, you get it. Yes. Oh my God, how long is this going to ring for? Oh, come on. I bet it's Brent.
This is your phone.
Hold on. Where was I?
You heard this a lot with early bands or early 2000s.
Oh,
band,
yeah,
like
early 2000s band, the Strokes. I think Franz Ferdinand did it too.
Sure, Franz Ferdinand.
But it is a cool effect, although I feel like maybe it's been overplayed at this point, by these. I feel like there was a revival of this kind of, garage, somewhat garagey rock.
This is kind of more hard rock, this song.
Yeah. No, this is definitely not a garage rock. I would just call this, hard rock.
I was just thinking, speaking of garage rock, we got to do some Velvet Underground on this channel, which we haven't done yet.
Well, yeah, some people would consider that. Well, and the Kinks, actually, I would hear.
Yeah, both of those bands are kind of prototypical garage bands.
Or some would say prototypical punk bands, actually. At least for the Kinks, for sure, the Kinks,
Sure.
Maybe we should.
But we did do the Kinks.
We did. Maybe we should do some Stooges, even maybe. But I was gonna say. I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, there's a lot going on in the song, actually. But there's also an organ. If you didn't hear, Max, there's an organ kind of underneath everything. It's there not for it to necessarily be heard, but to just kind of fill out the space. I heard it more on the left ear, actually.
Well, I was going to say that Alice Cooper, it's kind of interesting. The band's name was Alice Cooper, and then Alice Cooper,
the lead singer, adopted the name.
His name is Vincent Damon Fournier. he adopted the name Alice Cooper, and I've not even heard the name Vincent.
Well,
Damon
I was
before,
listening
actually.
to him on WTF with Mark Maron, and he was talking about how he was kind of like a jock in high school, but I think he started feeling like a sense of wanting to rebel against that or something like that. And he kind of just, I think after high school, just changed his whole attitude. Yeah.
Well, it's much like Dazed and Confused. It's this jock who wants to rebel because they're making him sign this thing, and he doesn't feel like he's identifying with that jock mentality anymore.
Right.
But it is interesting. He says this now. I don't know if because he's had some sort of awakening or something like that, but he says that it's always been just a character to him, and that's why people like even Groucho Marx liked him.
Is that so?
Yeah, because he recognized that he even says it's like vaudeville for him. That's what he says now. I don't know if that's what he believed back then.
Right.
Maybe he's just kind of wants to be a good influence now. I'm not even sure if he had some sort of religious awakening or something like that. But he says that now that it's always been a vaudeville kind of thing for him.
Anyway, God, yeah, I really do like that bridge section the most. It's almost like more progressive, than the hard rock feel of the other parts of the song,
Well, also that very end, has a kind of a progressive.
It kind of all like descends into like a full stop in a way.
Well, it has this like, almost mimicking the sound of a tape or something like that.
Kind of
it has
running out.
It almost feels like at the very end, it's like, oh, is this becoming like a prog rock thing or something like that?
Anyway, cool song. Gotta love it, always associating this song with Dazed and Confused. I think that'll do it.
And associating with, that feeling of youth,
I think that'll do it for this reaction video. If you like what you heard and saw today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ding that post notification bell to find out about more Max and Nicky reaction videos.
Please keep tuning in.